cold email is really an insane tool. You are one cold email away from the CEO of the biggest companies in the entire world. And there's a lot of different purposes and reasons why you could want to use cold email. Maybe you have a business and you want to grow it and you need to email businesses at scale. Maybe you have a project or a new product that you're launching and you want to reach out to a lot of people at once. Maybe you're trying to cause change in your community and you need to reach out to a lot of people. Whatever the reason is that you could use cold email, and there's hundreds of reasons, it has now become more accessible than ever to send qualified, high-quality cold emails at scale. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I'm sending 36,000 personalized cold emails every single month. Now, I used to be a cold email rookie, and sending 1,000 emails a month was crazy to me. So to have this infrastructure set up is mind-blowing, and it's generating meetings. It's allowing me to get in touch with anyone that I want to. And it's honestly pretty easy to set up too. AI has transformed the entire cold emailing game. So you do have to do things much differently than you did 2 or 3 years ago. But if you play your cards right, you can send cold emails at scale. They can be personalized, and you can generate business or leads or get in touch with whoever it is that you want to get in touch with. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to walk you through step by step what you need to do. And the very first thing that you need to consider when you're running a cold email campaign is domains, right? So you need a domain to send emails from. So let me explain this. And this might be, you might already know this if you've done cold email in the past. But basically, my business is called Integrai, right? So let me just open up my website. So my domain is integrai.biz because integrai.ai was way too expensive. Anyways, integrai.biz. And so if I sent emails from integrai.biz, sam@integrai.biz, and I put it into my cold email machine, and a bunch of people marked it as spam, which they won't do if you're good at copywriting, but it could happen. And they mark these emails as spam, this domain is going to get blacklisted, and it's going to get basically it's going to be shunned by the Google algorithm. And so it's going to be hard for people to see it, hard for people to reach it. So we never want to send emails from our main domain. What we want to do is we want to have variations of our domain, and that's where Porkbun comes in. So Porkbun is an incredible tool, and it's basically the cheapest way that I've found to buy domains at scale. And so if you want to look at my domains, I'll just show you. I have nothing to hide here. Basically, these are all of my domains, and you can see they're all variations of integrai.biz. So use Integrai, Go Integrai, Integrai Ops, Integrai Consult, Integrai Biz. And all I have to do is add the forwarding to these domains to go to the main website. So just to kind of clear this up, basically what we're doing is we're buying sister domains, if you will, that look similar to the main domain. It doesn't really matter. You can do a million different variations of it. You just make sure that if they type in that domain into their URL, it's going to go to the main one. And the reason you do this is because you're cold emailing people that don't know anything about you. So if your domains are not forwarding to your main domain, they're going to be like, who the heck is this person that has no social presence? I'm definitely not going to trust them. Delete, spam, whatever. So step one is to get your domains and to make sure that there is some sort of variation or some sort of, some correlation to the main domain that you have. Now, in the past, what you would do after this is you would go set up individual Google Workspaces, or you would go set up Microsoft Outlook accounts. This is expensive and it takes a long time. You're paying about $850 a month per user per domain, okay? So that adds up quickly. And if you're gonna do 30 domains, which is what I'm recommending in this video, let me just run the math really quickly. So let's say $850. Really, so really you're going to have best practice is 2 usernames per domain. And so if you're paying for 2 usernames, that's 60 basically. So 850 times 60, you're going to pay $510 a month for Google Workspace and for Microsoft Outlook accounts. That's not realistic for a lot of us. But this is where Zapmail comes in. So Zapmail, I literally just found out about it not too long ago. It's called zapmail.ai is the domain. And let me just drag this in here. There you go. And Zapmail is, it's an insane tool. I can't even believe that I didn't know about it until a couple months ago. But basically, what you do is you pay $99 a month and you get 15 different domains that are already associated with Microsoft Outlook or a Google Workspace. So they handle the Workspace setup and the Outlook setup. And basically the numbers that comes out to it, if you do 2 users per domain at $99 a month, you're paying about $250 a month for that Google Workspace. So it's tremendously cheaper. I mean, so much cheaper. As a matter of fact, I'll just kind of show you what it looks like on the inside. So as you can see, I'm paying $99 a month. I haven't set up all of my domains, but if I go to my mailboxes, you can see here's some of my mailboxes, and then I have Google Workspace accounts, and I have Microsoft Office accounts. So Zapmail is probably one of the coolest tools I've seen in terms of AI, and they use a lot of AI to make sure the SPF, DMARC, DKIM, and MX records are all good to go, and you're able to do it at scale. So step 2 is to go to Zapmail and sign up for a Microsoft Outlook program and a Google Workspace. So you want to have both of these, and you can just toggle back and forth between them. And it's $99 each, but you're going to be able to have amazing deliverability. It's going to register really quickly, and honestly, it's just an incredible, incredible tool. And it's really affordable too. I mean, you could go with the cheaper option, like the starter plan. I'm doing this because I'm trying to send 36,000 emails a month, which is the purpose of this video. And so Zapmail also has a very cool feature that when you go to these domains, or you go to, so you can export them to your cold email software of choice. I use Instantly. It's amazing. You could also use SmartLead. You could also use SmartLead. These are kind of the 2 main ones. Personally, I like Instantly, and I recommend Instantly. It's an unbelievable tool. I cannot recommend it enough. So Instantly is you're going to export the Zapmail domains into Instantly, and it's just going to be an automatic installation, which is also huge. Because when you are buying, if you're buying Google domains Google Workspace accounts or Microsoft Outlook accounts, and you're setting it up yourself, it takes forever to take them from there into Instantly. It's just a pain. You have to go change all these settings and adjust everything. And from here, all you have to do is just take it from Zapmail, click the export button, log into your Instantly, and it immediately imports in there. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. So I'm a big fan of that. And then I'm a huge fan of Instantly because essentially what Instantly lets you do is it lets you do outreach at scale. They have lead databases, which we're not going to use for this use case. The deliverability is incredible. And basically what you can do is you have all these domains and then you just create email campaigns. And inside of each email campaign, you upload your list, you write your copy for your cold emails, and then you simply turn it on and let it rip. And it's really that easy, honestly. So I just cannot say enough good things about Instantly. They're adding a bunch of AI features as well, which I really, really like. And their customer support's fantastic too. They respond to you so quickly. I mean, it's ridiculous. So yeah, highly recommend that. Instantly is as good as it gets in terms of Unibox sending. So you don't have to go from this email to this one to this one to another. It's all in one singular inbox. So it keeps it very concise. But where are you going to get the leads from? You got to get the leads from somewhere. My recommendation is ListKit. I love ListKit. It's a great tool. I know some of the guys that run it. Not affiliated in any way, but I've tested Apollo. I've tested all of them. And this has the lowest bounce rate almost every single time. So I would definitely recommend ListKit over the competitors. It's not cheap, but it's not super expensive. So, I'm doing currently the $297 a month plan, 10,000 triple verified cold emails because, if you think about it, I'm sending 36,000 cold emails, but it's not to 36,000 people because each email sequence I create has about 5 steps in the sequence. So for every person that gets put into my cold email infrastructure, they're getting about 5 emails each in that sequence. And so if I was to run the numbers on that, I mean, if you're getting 10,000 leads, and they're getting, you wouldn't even be able to email 10,000 leads through a full sequence. So, you're not sending to 36,000 people, you're sending 36,000 emails. And if you've never done cold email, the magic is really in the follow-up. So that's where you actually get replies. You almost never get replies on the first or even second email either. So I really recommend ListKit for that reason. And then this way, so just to summarize, we've got Pork Bun for the domains. We've got Zapmail for the Google Workspace and Microsoft Outlook accounts. We've got Instantly for actually sending the emails. And then we've got ListKit for scraping the leads. This is all you need. This is all that you need. Now, if you want to take it to another step, what you can do is go into Claude, because Claude is a better copywriter than ChatGPT. And you just write your cold email scripts, work with that. And for cold email scripts, what I would recommend is, write them yourself. Don't use AI first. Put it into the system. Instantly has really cool analytics that let you see the reply rates, the open rates, and you can get a pretty quick idea of, okay, let's shut these off. Let's try a new variation. So if I have 3 variations in step 1 of my cold email campaign, and I see variation B is outperforming A and C by a wide margin, I can turn those off, and I can create a variation D to test against variation B that is working really well. So it's like, that's marketing, right? You get analytics, you get feedback, and you iterate on it. And that's exactly what we're doing here. So this is how you send 36,000 cold emails in a month. And it's really easy. It's not actually even that hard. And this is how you use AI to do it. So leave a comment if you have any questions or you're confused if I didn't explain anything. Make sure to subscribe. This channel is built for people that want to use AI better, but maybe don't have a technical or an engineering background. And that's what I'm dedicated to. And I hope you're getting a lot of value from this channel. I really appreciate your time and you just taking time out of your day to watch this video. I hope it was helpful, and I got a great one coming tomorrow. So I'll see you soon.